Greetings and salutations. This is DataWolf, and with the help of my good friend Telok, I'm going to show you how to walk through Star Wars The Old Republic. Today we're focusing on Datacrons, specifically the Datacrons on Dromund Kaas. We're starting out here in the Dromund Kaas spaceport. The first Datacron we're looking for is right down here on the southern end of the spaceport. Going down to the south here. If you saw my first video, you know that I traveled absolutely everywhere directly. For this video though, I'm going to start jumping between locations. One, I'll be using fast travel, but also I'm not going to record all of my travel time. That way we can focus on exactly what it is we need. So, we come into the spaceport here. We are in Docking Bay Delta-61, D61. And when we come out here where we can see all the shuttles and things, there is our glowing Datacron on a giant pile of crates over there. I'll tell you now, don't bother going and trying to climb that pile, it is way too high. Instead, we're going to take a right and go up the ramps here. Follow this rail on the right hand side until the rail ends. So, come to the edge, look down, you'll see a couple of pipes. We're going to drop straight off onto that pipe, and see that pipe goes all the way over there to those crates we're looking for. Don't do that. And we're back from a jump cut. I told you I'd be doing them, and I will be doing them. So collecting Datacrons requires a whole lot of platforming. Telok is a Datacron master, so I have already done all this with him before, but it's been a while and I'm well, more than a little bit rusty. So I will spare you most of my failures and just give you the successes. So here we are, Datacron. I believe this one used to be a strength Datacron way back in ancient history. Yep. But now it's mastery because everything's mastery. So if it matters, that doesn't really matter, but on our map we are at position 856 by 644. Strength Datacron. Just like in my last video, I am no longer able to access this Datacron because I've already accessed them all, and as I said last time, your Datacrons unlock for your entire legacy. So you pick them up once with one character, and they buff all your characters you make from then on. Every character on that legacy is going to get that bonus. So I'll see you at the next Datacron. Okay, the next Datacron we're looking for is a yellow, what used to be Presence Datacron. We're exiting the Dromund Kaas spaceport here. We're going forward, and the very first path we're going to take a left. So just taking a left, keeping the spaceport on our left here, and following this path that they have so graciously marked out for us. When we were doing Dromund Kaas, or rather when we were doing Korriban, the last Datacron we picked up actually had a path marked on the map directly to the Datacron, and this is similar to that. But as the game progresses, they do less and less hand-holding for us. So we come to the end of the map here, but we don't actually stop. We're going to keep going straight to where we see these glowing pods. Move over here. Dispatch this thing. Hold on. Okay. Dispatch that thing real quick so that I can pull up my map for you. And you will see Dromund Kaas spaceport. We're right down here at 770 by 733. 770 by 733. Into that path, you see these nice glowing pods marking the entrance to a cave system. We're going to just follow this path on the other side of the cave system. When we get down here, you can see it off in the distance. You can cross a couple of logs. Try not to fail like that. Honestly, I really used to be a lot better at this platforming. By the time I finish this series, I guarantee I will be again. So, pulling up the map, we're just a little bit further south and west of where we were last time. The map position is 578 by 799. And I'll see you at the next Datacron. Our next Datacron on Dromund Kaas is going to be what used to be a cunning Datacron. This is one of the orange ones, and where we're starting is in Kaas City, right down here on the bottom left-hand southeast exit from the city, going out towards the Kaas City Expansion Speeder. You're going to quick travel, that's where you want to go. Kaas City Expansion Speeder. So, let's head out that direction. And we're just going to keep going west across this bridge here. And right on down the trail, where it forks to the dotted path, we're going to take a right and get on these ledges. And you can see straight ahead of us, there's the glow. That's our target. But, as you can see, it's also on a little stump by itself. We're not going to be able to just get straight up on there. So, we need to climb this rock. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. You can see there's a large rock outcropping. You can see where I am on it here, 1206 by 164. And you can see a couple of little dots going around. That's where our Datacron is. So, we come up to the edge here, look down, there's our target. We just got to jump from rock to rock. Alright, and here is our Datacron. Of course, I've already picked it up, and now you have too. Looking at our map, we are at negative 1219 by 210. Outside of Kaas City Expansion District on the Dark Temple Approach map. Here's where we are on the big world map. And I will see you at the next Datacron. Our next Datacron is going to be found just south of what's called the Wall. If you take a look, we're down in the central southern region. Take the Wall speeder to get to here, and we're going to go south. When we get to the dotted trail that branches off to the left, we're going to follow that and get down to this region here. Negative 26 by 1694 is what we're aiming for. But along the way, if you look to your right, you'll be able to see the Datacron at the top of a little waterfall over here. But we're going to have to go the long way around to get to it. So, I'll see you when we get a little bit closer. Alright, as you can see, we're much closer now. At the top of this waterfall in the distance, we can see our Datacron. This Datacron is different from the ones we've seen before. This is a yellow matrix shard. So unlike the rest of the Datacrons, you can come back with multiple characters and collect these matrix shards to make some powerful relics later in the game. Now we can't just go straight ahead to get to this one. What we're going to have to do is follow around the base of this mountain. Problem is, there's some bad guys up here, some nasty beasts. So, you might have to fight them a little bit. Or just use stealth. So you got a couple of large cats, lizard cats, and an elite Gundark. But take a look at the map. You see down at -40 by 1699, this is where the entrance to the tunnel is. We're going to use this tunnel to go find our next Datacron. Our matrix shard. This is going to be a yellow matrix shard. So you can actually collect, I want to say it's up to 4 of each color of matrix shard for each character. And when you go and combine your these matrix shards, either at the Jedi Temple for Republic characters or at the Sith Temple, the Dark Temple. Yep, I've already got this yellow one here. For Imperial characters, you go to the Dark Temple.
That looks like it hurt.
The more varied your matrix shards are, the weaker the thing will be, the cube you make. So the one I have here was made with all blue matrix shards. Whereas if you do blue, red, and yellow, it's going to be the weakest version. All red, all blue, all yellow makes the most powerful ones. But they also have a higher level requirement. You can always tell the matrix shards from the other Datacrons, because the matrix shards will have this sort of cross pattern on them, whereas the other Datacrons will have some sort of a symbol or emblem etched into the side of the plate and be glowing different colors. Alright, so that is this matrix shard. I'll see you at the next one. Although before I forget, let me go ahead and pull up the map. We are at -189 by 1743. If you take a look, we're at the top of this little waterfall here, at the pretty much the southern centralmost portion of the Dromund Kaas map. See it, our next Datacron, which will be an Endurance Datacron, and the last one for Dromund Kaas. Welcome back. We're coming up on our final Datacron. This one is deep in Lord Graffin's estate. You'll probably want to quick travel back up to the Wall's feeder instead of going through all of this Badlands country here. Take the road down to where I'm at -614 by 1574. But we're going all the way down deep into Lord Graffin's estate. We're actually approaching the main manor here, but we're not actually going in there. And this place, as you can see, is swarming with enemies. I just came up the path here that has just probably 30 or 40 enemies on a quarter-mile stretch. But as we approach the estate, we're not actually going into the manor. We're taking a right and going between the estate and this little wall here. And we're just gonna follow this little path up by the pool and move up into the mountains. Star Wars really does like their hidden paths, don't they? And there it is. You see it, you hear it. I know the tingling noise probably doesn't come through it all that well on the video, but when you're playing the game, you'll be able to hear these. This is our final Datacron. This is what used to be an endurance Datacron. Once again, it's mastery now, because most of them are mastery, except the ones that give you presents or a matrix shard. And about those matrix shards, beauty of jump cutting, I'm able to fact check myself in between, and I did use something wrong. Matrix shards, you only get 3 of each color, so in the case of the one that I have equipped, it was 3 blue matrix shards to make my relic. So a total of 3 each. Alright, so that's all the Datacrons for Dromund Kaas. I look forward to seeing you next time. We'll try again to walk through Star Wars: The Old Republic. Be well. If you'd like some free stuff, including 7 days full subscriber access, a care package for new players, account unlocks for returning subscribers, and the warm fuzzy feeling of knowing you've made Telok-Su that much happier, use my referral link in the description. Also, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, and jump through any other hoops YouTube has set up so I can keep showing you how to walk through Star Wars: The Old Republic. Be well.